Hi everybody, it's Patty, Rockstar Mom, and today we're going to talk about jewelry. I recently purchased some new jewelry that initially I was so excited about, and I wanted to share it with you to see what you think. You're going to find out that I'm not real pleased with all of it. Let me give you a little backstory to this particular purchase. Back in early December, Jim and I went on a Caribbean cruise, and in the Caribbean, if you've not been there, on some of the islands like St. Thomas, for instance, they are really into jewelry. Every shop pretty much is a jewelry shop, and it is fine jewelry. It is gold, it's diamonds, it's gemstones, it's everything you can imagine. Beautiful, beautiful jewelry for the most part. Well, we had been talking about possibly changing out my wedding set. When Jim first asked me to marry him, silver and white metals were super popular. And even though I had always been very partial to yellow gold, I thought with the silver and the white metals being popular that I might be happy with that. That is the only thing that I really have not liked about my wedding set. So we had been talking about switching it over to yellow, and I just hadn't seen anything that I really liked here. So that was one of our objectives on this cruise, was to find a mounting that I really liked, that we could have my main diamond put in. And I did not want to get rid of that main diamond. The sentimental value is there for me with him, and I wanted to keep it. So we were looking at jewelry stores that had mountings mainly, and there were tons of them. Some of them said that, oh, it'll be 3 hours, it'll be 4 hours before we can get it mounted, but we can do it. Well, there was no way in the world I was going to leave my rings with those diamonds in them there without me. But more and more of the jewelry stores said it would only take about an hour, and we could sit and watch them switch the mountings so that we knew there was no hanky-panky going on. And I looked, or we looked, and we looked, and we looked. And I found one or two that I thought I liked, but not really. Nothing that I saw made me want to do it enough to spend that kind of money. It just didn't blow me away. And I told Jim while we were there looking at after we came out of one of the jewelry stores, I said, Jim, I think that I've been thinking about this, and one of the things that I am so afraid of when we travel, I always take, a lot of my good jewelry, but I also take, I wear my wedding set. And I said, I know that everything is insured. I said, but if it were lost or stolen, even though insurance would pay to replace it, it would be such a hassle. I said, I've been thinking about maybe buying some, what I'm going to call travel jewelry, and the pieces that I can carry when we travel, because we travel so much. And he said, well, I think that's a great idea. So I just sort of, even though I was looking for something in yellow gold to switch my sets over, and I'm still looking for that, by the way, but I thought I would concentrate on some travel jewelry. And that's part of what this video is about, at least one piece of travel jewelry that I bought. So let me show you. I have ordered online off of QVC and Home Shopping, and oh gosh, it used to be Shop NBC, and I think now it's Evine. We don't get Evine here where I am on Comcast, so I can no longer watch that channel. But I've bought a ton of jewelry online, and for the most part, I've always been very, very, very pleased with it. I've sent a few pieces back because they didn't meet my expectations. but not very many, and I've bought a lot. In fact, sometimes when I wear certain pieces of it, some of you will say, ooh, I have that ring, or I have that bracelet, or I have those earrings. But let me show you first of all the ring. And this is the ring that I picked out off of Jewelry TV. I've never really watched Jewelry TV or JTV, but I would watch it, and for some reason or another, it just didn't really appeal to me. I don't know, there was just something. But in the past few months, I've caught myself, because maybe of the show host, I've caught myself really looking at what they had to offer. And they have a synthetic diamond, or their stone that's supposed to be like a diamond, a CZ, if you will. Theirs is called Bella Luce. I think every shopping channel has their own, and everybody says their own is the best. But JTV had Bella Luce. And so I saw this ring being presented, and then I went on the website and looked at it and decided to order it. And when I tell you, this is one of the prettiest rings I have ever seen in my life. I love this ring. I absolutely love this ring. If I could find this ring, a mounting in a smaller size, I would have my ring switched over in a heartbeat. This is it. And now I wear a 4.5 or a 5. And I ordered this in a 5 because they didn't have a 4.5. And I would need a 4.5 in it, but it's in a yellow vermeil or something like that. And I am going to hold this up. I'm hoping that the camera will focus, because this is pretty shiny. You can see the tag still on the back, because I'm going to send it back, and maybe you can see that. The undergallery underneath is beautiful. I mean, if I saw someone with this ring on, and the ring itself, not the size, but the ring itself were a little bit smaller, I would never question whether or not this ring was real. I absolutely love this. But it is just, and I love gaudy jewelry. I love honker type jewelry. But this is just over the top, too big for my hand. And by the way, I put my acrylics back on the other day. But this is just over the top, too big. When I edit this, if I see that you're not able to see this ring because of the sparkle, because there's an awful lot of sparkle to it, it's all paved. Every bit of it, different sizes of pave, but it's all pave. So when I edit this video, if I see that you really can't see the detail of it, I'll insert a picture of it. I love it. I love it. And it was around $50. Ah, it would be perfect for traveling. Well, I'd wear it, period, and not think twice about it. But this is a mounting that I'm going to be looking for something similar to this to put my wedding band set in. The next thing I purchased was a tennis bracelet. And this is just your regular old tennis bracelet, except that it's huge. And you can see, again, it has the clasp that it just slides in with the figure 8 on the side. And this, I love it. I love it. I have not had this off since I got it. I've taken a bath in it, showers, washed my hair. You know, everything I've done, I haven't had it off. And listen, this was on clearance, and I want to say it was $30. It's that Bella Luce. Now, you know, the gold vermeil part might turn yellow or green or whatever, but for $30, I'm going to wear this as long as I can wear it. I love it. Again, it's almost too big for my arm. I almost can slide it over my hand, but it was the only size it came in. Love it. Then I ordered 3 bracelets, and this is them, and I fell in love with these bracelets when they were presented. I went immediately and ordered them, and these did come in, they were sized, and I ordered the small, which was the smallest size. Well, I got the peridot, and again, I hope you can see this. There are peridot stones all the way across, and in between each stone and on each end are the little, one on each side, the little Bella Luce stones. So this is, and then you can see hopefully you can see the gold work. And these are real springy. I got the peridot, I got the amethyst, and I got the garnet. These were, I believe these were $59 a piece. I love them. But here's the deal. They won't stay on my arm. The first thing they do is they twist to the bottom, so the small part of my arm right here, guess what? That's how they stay. I am so disappointed in these bracelets because they're so flexible. If you bend this, you're gonna break it. So it can't be bent to make it small. But